Hi gang. So in this video I'm going to be doing a requested eyeshadow look by Ali, and I sent her this look a while back. She really liked it. I call it the Bruised Pear, and you will see in a second why. Let's just get into it. So the main palette I'm going to be using is the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive palette, and I'm going to be using these two shades primarily. The shades Hazmat and what's this called? Hazmat and Xenon? Xenon. It sounds like some sort of alien master. Master? The king of the aliens or something. I don't know. Here we go. I am going to place the shade Hazmat from the Radioactive palette, this shade right here, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye. This is actually quite an easy look to do, because all you have to do is slap a couple of shades on, and by a couple I do mean a couple, green and purple. But if you want it to look a little bit more elaborate, you can add more sparkle and depth to it. But for me, I find this, I don't mind just wearing these two shades and calling it a look. So no, I didn't put down any sort of transition shade. I'm happy with just packing on the dramatic purple, as you can see. Now I have to make sure that my eyes are symmetrical. So I hope they're symmetrical. So this can also be considered the Barney look, because this green and purple is very much Barney. Okay, so I'm just packing on that green shade called Xenon right in the inner corner of the eye. I believe this green kind of goes on more pigmented and then kind of mutes out itself a little bit, but I don't mind the muted shade. I suppose if you use more of a white base, you might get more of that impactful, like bright green. What I've used is just the regular Urban Decay Primer Potion, the normal one, the original one. So maybe that does affect it. Like it ends up being a bit more muted than when you first pack it onto the lid. Okay, so I'm just going to try to blend that a little bit more. I'm just taking it in a little bit and kind of just leaving it like that. Okay, so next I'm going to do the bottom lash line with those same shades. Actually, I might leave the inner corner for the glitter shade or shimmer shade. Oh, whoopsie daisy, I picked up the wrong one. No! Just gonna dust it off for now and go back in with that purple shade. Okay. So there's the color down. Next, I'm going to take a kind of this kind of brush, and I'm going to spray it. I'm going to pick up the shade Gravity OG from the Smoke Sessions palette, this one right here, that gold. And I'm going to spray it down. And I'm just going to put that right here. And in the inner corner as well. I'm going to pick up some more of that shade. So I'm going to wet it again. Okay, so I'm going to bring this shimmer shade a little bit higher up. I won't encapsulate the green. I will just kind of go around the outer edges of that green, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So, if you like the purple, you could leave it like that. But if you want the bruised version of it, the very bruised version, I'm gonna go in with the shade Valero from the Muerte palette. And I'm going to deepen up that purple. If I'm not mistaken, I might have just used Valero and that green shade. The green shade that is on the lid right now in that picture that I sent her. But if you want a more, I don't know, Barney-esque look, you could go for just that purple. So it's this really dark red, brown red, that's giving it that bruised effect, I think. So this is actually pretty vampy and dark. Okay. I'm gonna put that a little bit on the lash line. Okay. Now I'm gonna blend everything out. I'm gonna take a clean brush and kind of smoke that a little bit out. As with this one. And then with a big fluffy brush, I am going to grab a blending shade. I think I'm gonna mix these two shades together. This I don't even know what you call it. Mid-tone pink beige with the pink. These two shades mixed together. Tap it off and blend the exterior. And yeah, it's definitely softer So more towards the inward part of the eye, I'm taking this shade and the lighter shade on top, just to brighten up the inner corner. I mean, the inner part of the eye. Now, if you're happy with the shape, I'm happy with the shape actually. Yeah, all that needs to be done is to clean up the under eye. Where is my cotton pad? So there is some fallout from those shades. Kind of just dab it away. Okay. So I actually had some light foundation underneath this. I'm just going to touch it up. Let's see. I'm going to use my House of GlamDolls GlamLift. This is really becoming a favorite of mine. Every time I use it, I'm happy. I feel like it doesn't make my skin look like it's got too much makeup on. And at the same time, it gives me a lot of coverage, which is kind of counterintuitive, I would say. Because I would imagine something that gives so much coverage would have that effect on the skin, but it doesn't. But then again, if you're in a different climate, this might be different for you. Also, if you have a different skin type. I think I have kind of just normal skin. I don't seem to get overly dry or oily, except during like the winter months. If the heater is on a lot, then I will get drier. Back in Singapore, I was a little bit more oily, but in Germany, I don't have that much. Then again, I've also aged, so who knows if it's because of the skin, the environment, or a combination of those factors. My age, whatever. So I think that's it for the concealing. I'm just going to grab that same palette, if I can find it. Yep, it's right in front of me. And I'm going to set my under eye just a little bit. I mixed this peachy shade and the yellow shade. It's appropriate for my skin tone. Set that just a bit around the mouth. Around the nose. Okay, so next I'm going to get my highlighter palette and let's see, let's intensify the highlighter. Well, it's pretty much gone by now. Maybe I will take this shade right here, which reflects pink, or is it purple? Either pink or purple. A little bit of purple, I think. Okay, so that's it for the face area. Wait, I want to grab a little bit of blush. Going in with, I have no idea, Desert Rose, I think. I think this is called Desert Rose. Might have buffed away some of that highlighter, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, I could contour a little bit more, but nah, it's fine. It's fine. For the lips, I'm going in with the shade Mannequin by Jeffree Star. Kind of concealer lips-esque. Okay, I'm taking the shade Cher. Wait, is it Cher? Yep, Gerard Cosmetics Cher. And outlining the lips a little bit. Kind of blending that line. Yep. So lastly, a little bit of spray. Right. Wanted to do liner as well. I'm taking the MAC gel liner, the MAC fluid line in the shade Dark Diversion. This is a limited edition eyeliner, but it's kind of like a purpley brown red shade, which is pretty much what I already have on my eyes. I just want to intensify it a little bit. Oh no, I'm gonna have to use a cotton bud to clean that up. This always happens. Okay, so where's my cotton bud? Yeah, you can obviously see this is a bit wonky, so is this. I feel like this one is, the angle is a bit lower somehow than this one. Why? Cleaning it off just a tad with the cotton bud and some makeup remover. I'm going to reline that line a little bit. Just perfect it. Just, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go as close as I can to the giant mirror I have in front of me. Nope, 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 that way. So I noticed when I do liner, I usually don't take it at all far. I kind of use it more of an extension of my lashes instead of a big wing, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you can see that it's very, very minimal on my eyes. So I think that's the finished look. That's it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much, Ali, for requesting this. I hope you do your own version of the bruised pear. So that's it for me, and ciao for now.